Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 3. We are live. Okay, welcome back to Real Cast Fishing Podcast. Your host, Glenn, with the City of Allen Fishing Field Team. And tonight we're just going to be doing a Let's Talk Fishing recap. Just get you up to speed from what yours truly has been doing here these last few days here. So, fancy camera here. So, I got to make some adjustments here. But anyways, what I want to do is just kind of recap some of the videos that captured what yours truly has done these past few days, maybe weeks, catching the All right, I think we're back on. I don't know why we keep cutting out on the audio for some reason, but we're maintaining some connectivity, and I've got a little workaround that I can do. All right, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. I think we're good now. Okay, so I want to just start out with Denison Dam. We hit that one just this past few. Okay, so I want to give you a little something. Denison Dam.
Yeah. All right, we're live streaming. I turned off the chat feature because I can't monitor, but let's see how this holds. I've got basically 4G LTE, and the bite's been kind of slow. I've gotten basically these little shad that are in the water, and I started out with a float and jig rig as well as a weight rig, and it's been slim pickings. But then I put on this little Spanish mackerel rig that I like using here on the coast.
All right, for some reason, well, here. So what's happening is I'm getting a warning that the frame rate is too much for it. So I've got to drop the frame rate here. So let me go and make an adjustment here on my streaming output. Okay, keyframe interval frequency 4. Okay, I dropped it to 2000. Let's just drop it to 2000. There we go. And see if that helps. And then I'll look at the video. That looks good. Stream, general. My son caught a 7-pound, 4-ounce bass on his trout stick on garlic night crawler, cut in half. Nice. Very good. Very good. I like that. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten any big ones lately, but it's still been fun. All right. So what I was trying to show was some of the issues that we had when I was trying to do a live stream while I was at Denison Dam. So that's really the big thing that I had done this past couple of weeks or so. We decided to take the advice of some of the things that we saw out there being posted. Okay, yeah, specifically some of the stuff that we've been doing out there, going fishing and whatnot. So I don't know why the microphone keeps cutting out for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play this by ear and make some adjustments later. Anyhow, let me take you to this other video recapping Denison Dam. Okay.
There we go. Got off. Got off. Try it again.
Drop the audio.
Shad.
All right, so the key takeaway when we hit up Denison Dam is there were a ton of these shad all up and down we were on the Texas side up along these rocks. They were just kind of just moving their way up and down. and we were in the faster section of the water, or of the river. We later learned from some other folks that had been out there doing a little fishing that it's better to go further downstream away from the heavier current. And since the last time I went there, before they started doing all the dredging and rearranging the contour of the river itself, all the rocks and all the little pockets and whatnot, they're completely different now. I'm not even sure what it looks like. I'm just gonna have to wait until they quit generating, they quit sending water over the dam, and we should be able to get an idea of what that contour is going to be like. But all those other places, our little honey holes, are all gone, and we're just like learning a new river. And one thing that I did pick up on is if you can kind of see how, let's see, let me move this over. If you can see this rocky section. Okay, I don't think you can see my cursor. Let's see. But right along the rocks and just about 10-15 feet away, you'll see how the water isn't moving as fast as the other, the heavier portion of the river. That was a place where I was mainly casting, was really just going parallel or an acute angle to the river. We did cast out in the river itself, where you'll see some of these boats that are out there drop an anchor and whatnot. You'll definitely see that they're catching some nice fish. But what I noticed is they're about mid-river, and they're working where the fast water and the slow water meet, and they're working that seam. And they were catching some really nice sized striped bass. But unfortunately, I didn't have a boat. We were on the shore, and we got one good hit. My fishing partner had a nice one on the line, but unfortunately he lost it when he lost his footing on the rocks. So heads up when you're over there at the dam. Although they made some big adjustments to the bank itself, did notice that well, you better be careful walking along the banks here, because you may have a spill or two. In this case, you may fall on those rocks and whatnot, so be careful out there. Anyhow, I switched over to bucktail jigs and fluking jigs and floating jig rigs and everything. What ended up settling on was this little rattle trap. I think it's the cotton cordell version of the rattle trap. Got that spot on it and everything. Got real sharp hooks. What I was doing there was I was fishing where the shad were. I was casting and catching shad, basically either foul hooking them, or they were actually going for the lure itself. I could see that I hooked them in the mouth multiple times. Like for every one or two, I had one in the mouth versus another one foul hook. The key here, though, is the striped bass were there. I had several where they came up near the rocks, and I would say just at the tip of my rod, they came and struck. And some smaller ones, and some nice size ones as well, just coming up in there and just striking. And so I decided to just kind of shift tactics and stay with this, I call it the money zone, about 10 to 15 feet out, running to that slower moving water compared to the other parts of the river. Okay. And it's pretty easy to see as you're looking down river, you'll just see this slower moving water because it'll be more slack compared to the roily water. Like right there, you can see it. Okay. Let's see if I can pause it real quick. All right. So right to where you see my rod and you look over to the right, you'll see how the water is more flat compared to if you go further to the middle of the river. You can see that roily water, the white water and all that. Right there is where I was focusing, where I was fishing, my casts and whatnot. And yes, okay, I was seeing a lot of carp. I even foul hooked a gar that ended up losing my lure on it, but I did catch two striper. They came in and swiped it. So just out of the blue, I would see all these shad moving about and whatnot, and then they'd break off, and here comes this striped bass, and bam, he's hitting my lure. I think if I kept up, maybe I would have got a limit that day. I ended up getting two, ended up making some fishy soup stuff and all that. Bear with me, I gotta run this thing here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. So that was Denison Dam. Okay. And we did this just this past weekend. Okay. So this upcoming weekend, I'm still kind of debating. Do I make another run up to Denison Dam, see if we can catch a fish or two, striped bass or two, or maybe do some jug lining, take out the kayak, and maybe do a little beer batter fish fry with the catfish. I don't know. I'm still debating about it. Okay, so let me flip us over now. And what I wanted to show you next was this new setup that I found. We got to go through a little commercial here, so let's bear with me as the commercial runs. Okay. Yep, the perils of going through your live stream here. Okay, so here I'm kind of showing, trying to do a quick test of this mobile, this router. What I ended up getting was I got a travel router and I synced it up with a USB modem. I got the box right here. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and let it run. Okay. So I'm just kind of, the package came in with this travel router, right there from Opal, the Opal travel router. And this, you can normally connect it to Wi-Fi, a LAN connection, all kinds of connections. But I ended up using this deal from a T-Mobile, this TCL Inksport, what do you call it? USB tethered modem. So it actually has a USB-C to USB-C connection, and you normally would connect it to, you know, a device, your laptop, your iPad, something that takes a USB-C connection. In this case, I've got an iPad 9th generation, so it's got the old lightning bolt or lightning connection. And I was looking at, if I connect it here, I can connect things wirelessly. And according to the specs on this, you can connect 52 devices right here wirelessly. So pretty much expand my capability with this USB modem. And so where I'm getting at is I decided to do one of these IRL streams in real life. The issue that I was having was I could stream from my phone. I could stream from my DJI Osmo Action 4 camera, but I couldn't monitor the chat. And so what I've got, okay, what I have now configured is an old Android Galaxy 5 phone to monitor the chat. That is hooked wirelessly to the travel router and getting some good connectivity there. And then I can dedicate my other phone. This is the one that does have a hotspot, does a cellular plan, the whole bit. I've got that connected to the Osmo Action 4 using the MIMO app, and now I can stream with better video, action camera video, and at the same time monitor the chat and basically answer the mail. Because what I noticed when I was doing some live streaming previously, I was getting a lot of engagement, but unfortunately I was just kind of leaving the folks hanging dry. So I wanted to just make sure I could stay engaged with y'all. Okay. All right. So enough of that. Let's go on to some fishing. Okay. So after all those setups, did a quick test here and there, I went out with the hula popper right here. Yeah, it was one of these quick trips where It was a break in the action, meaning the rain and whatnot that was happening. And I was able to get out there and take out the bait finesse reel and the hula popper and see if I could get something on the line. And I think I got one. Yeah, I think I did. And I fished for, I believe, for about an hour. All right, it's one of those ones when I get done with my day job, I make it back to the casa, and it's like, hey, let's go do some fishing. Let's just grab one of the poles that I have in my man cave here, and I go out there and just start seeing what'll bite. All right, and I'm using that IRL stream setup that I just talked about, where I can monitor the chat, engage with y'all, even take some of the advice that you guys are throwing at me. I saw this a couple of times where when I was flying, where they were suggesting doing some different flies and whatnot. Okay. All right. So let me see if I can show you where. Let's see. I'll just move it up here. I had several hits, and what was interesting was when I finally got one, it was later evening, and he struck, and it was right here in this location here by the feeder creek is what I call it. Right. Here, let me see if I can turn on the audio.
Let's go right over here by the feeder creek. Okay. Just gonna pop it, let it sit. Okay. Move up a little bit. Come on, come on. Do have to watch for the water snakes. It's that time of year when they come out and play. All right. Water snakes here. I haven't seen any water moccasins in a while. Okay, we'll let it sit. A short pop. Keep it right in the shallow area here. Okay. See if we get another one to strike. Okay.
This is more at the
like
tail end of this trip.
Sound. I mean, it just reminds me of one of those popping corks that I use on the coast. Off to my left, something just kind of moved. Can't tell what it was. Was it a turtle or was it a bass? All right. See if I can get it over there closer to the feeder creek. Okay. Something just gurgled again.
And one thing about that feeder creek, I've caught a number of bass over the years fishing that thing for 25 years. And well, this round I didn't get anything, but luckily I was able to get something that was kind of further into the pond.
Come on, what was that? Okay. Oh, it's a turtle. I see it now. Oh, something right over here just moved. All right. Rule of thumb, where there's a surface activity, you cast toward it. Okay.
Yeah, good rule of thumb.
The other one is when in doubt, set the hook.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, come on.
Caught many a fish when I doubt that was a
close.
strike, but I went ahead and struck.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll give it a couple more casts in this spot right here, then we'll probably call it. All right, howdy, howdy. How's the new setup treating you? Oh, on the
your lighting system. Through an app on
Okay,
your
bear
phone,
with me.
you're
We've
able to
got
decorate for
we
all
got to go through the
holidays
commercial.
like Christmas, Halloween.
on my hotspot streaming to YouTube directly from the camera, so it's working. I think the only issue is I have to be in good coverage. If I'm in spotty coverage, like when I was at the dam this past weekend, yeah, that didn't do so well. Kept cutting in and out and had a lot of lost connectivity and latency in the stream. They say I should switch to SRT streaming, and I'm gonna look into it now that I have this mobile router set up. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. But I'll walk us back to the Oh, over here, something just moved. I'll walk us back to the pickup truck, and while I'm there, I can show you what I'm talking about when it comes to this streaming setup. I made one last tweak to it by adding the gridded little organizer, so I could put it in this little backpack thing that I have. So let me walk us over there real quick, and yeah, and we can talk maybe some fishing as well as even more on this IRL live stream that I set up. Just a recap of the gear I'm using: Shimano Scorpion BFS 6G, Lightning 4.5 foot lightning rod, and then the smallest hula popper they make. You can tell because it's basically 2-inch, 1.5 maybe, and it's got one treble hook. All right, and I'm staying engaged with y'all because I have another phone, a dummy phone. This one doesn't even have a plan. I just have it connected wirelessly to the router, and I can maintain. I got YouTube on here, and I can maintain what we have here. See, Plano High School was flooded with no way. I wonder, did it have a bunch of that algae stuff still? Because that's what stopped me up last time. I had a ton of algae, and I couldn't fish like I normally did. Yeah, because I definitely like that pond. Let's see, what else is here? Let's see, it's all cleared up. Oh man, no wonder there's a lot of people there. I've caught some big bass and catfish there. Okay, did you notice anyone catch anything there? Okay, and all right, and let's see if I can find a spot here where there's more light. It's hard to pick up. There's not much light there. And for those that are just joining, we pretty much wrapped up the fishing portion of this, and I'm just headed back to the truck. It's too dark to get the action and all that, but I have time. I can just go over.
Okay, so the main thing that I picked up out of this was fishing the top water deal was working really well, and hey, you might as well keep that up and come back again. So I got that one ready to go. It's actually over here in the corner. Yeah, it's over here in the corner over here. So as soon as I get an opportunity, I want to go fish another more evening bite, I'm gonna go for it. All right, and then looks like we just had a call out here from Kayak family. Howdy, howdy. Did I get any new gear? I haven't got any more gear other than the Shimano Corrado BFS reel and that ugly stick setup that I'm going to be using for some live lining or live mullet fishing when I hit the Texas coast here in the next few. So look forward to that. Probably do some live streaming there. I'll be more in August, so stay tuned for more there. I'm looking really forward to that trip. It's one of our annual trips that we make to the coast, and that does get some really good action when we're fishing the pier area there, or the piers, specifically the 91st Street Pier, Galveston Fishing Pier is what they call it. So that should be a fun event, and I'll definitely be live streaming now that I've got that IRL travel router set up. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can find the next thing that I did. Okay. Right here. This was actually yesterday. Okay.
Something I get asked all the time is, how do I find new places to fish?
Shoot, we
and
got a
I always
commercial.
tell people,
Okay, here we go.
The temperature dropping too, so there's definitely a front coming in on me. Oh
Yeah.
man, it's coming.
This was yesterday.
Oh yeah, I got him. All right, he's fighting good. Oh, he's off. Shoot,
Yeah.
it's on there. It felt like a bass. Okay.
Okay, so I did this quick trip. I think it's like 30, 40 minutes out there. Decided to dust off another one of my rod reel setups. This is the old Reddington Classic Trout 5-weight, 9-foot, one that I typically use for trout fishing before I hurt my shoulder, and I shifted over to a switch rod till I got through that. And then from there, I switched over back to, I think it was a 6, it's a 6 weight now, TFO 6 weight with another Echo Ion reel that I keep over here in the, actually it's in a travel case ready to go for one of those quick trips. Let's say I'm going to go hit up Beavers Bend State Park, try for some of the trout from that year-round trout fishery, or maybe up to Lower Illinois. I kind of have that one ready to go whenever we make that road trip. But in this case, decided to dust off the old 5 weight here, and let's give it a try and see what happens. And the reel is an old Large Arbor reel from Bass Pro Shop. It's their brand, White River. It was one of the first Large Arbor reels that I had bought because I went, well, I'm old school. I had the old narrow one single action reels where you put a lot of backing on there to give it that Large Arbor. And then, yeah, it's been good. All right, so anyways, what's happening here is we got this front coming in. I'm really just trying to do a quick trip to basically wet a line and, you know, get that tug as a drug, fish addiction, wet a line deal at least if you can't go fishing, or if there is an opportunity. So I decided to go hit it, and what's happening here is I finally find a spot where there are some bass hanging out, and I had a hit initially. I missed them. I went ahead and cast again. Not soon after, I got another hit, and then missed him, but luckily I kept at it, and then I got this guy. So let's go check it out.
I didn't even feel him strike. I was lifting up for another cast, and he took it. Okay. Wow, he was on there. And there he goes. There he goes. Oh, yeah. That one's pulling good. That one's
Definitely
good.
put a bend in the rod.
I got him that time. What is he? What is he? Mr. Bass, it looks like. Oh, yeah, that's a bass. All right, yeah, we're going to have to probably call it, but at least we got one to this round, and he ain't bad. He ain't bad. Not bad on a 5 weight on that little pink near deer. Okay.
Oh yeah, the pink near deer is basically a variant of the olive woolly bugger, and it's actually a small fly that is I guess an offshoot of the original pattern, which is called the John Deere fly. And the reason why it's called the John Deere fly is it's tied on a jig fly hook. It's got the John Deere tractor colors, and it was a popular fly used up at Bennett Springs, Missouri, where they catch some nice sized trout. I've got some I got some John Deere flies that I've used with success, but I noticed that they're good for trout, and they're good for those cold days when they're barely moving and they're just kind of very hesitant to strike, and that's when I typically will use the John Deere fly. In the case of a near deer, and that's the reason why it's called a near deer, is it's tied very similarly to John Deere, but now it's using the woolly bugger patterns and whatnot. So, hey, it works. It works for trout. I tie it in different colors. In this case, it's a pink color. I've caught trout, catfish, bluegill, etc. with this particular pattern. Let's see, pink at times on the Blue River seems to be the only thing they'll strike. I noticed that a couple times over the years. There's a particular pond here in between the city of Allen and the city of Frisco that they've got a community pond there, and they had these little catfish. I'm sure they're bigger now, but all they were striking on was this pink near deer. All right. Let's see, Turner Falls, I'll take that same pattern, but I'll go with an orange marabou with an orange chenille, and added a grizzly hackle to it, and that was the only thing the trout were striking in that particular location. All right, so good thing to be able to mix it up with different lure or different colors, same pattern, just different colors and different weights. I'll have a 1/80th ounce or a 1/24th ounce. Okay, and feel free to I'm monitoring the chat, so feel free if you want to ask any questions or whatnot, or have any comments. Liking the engagement, you know, this is Let's Talk Fishing. Definitely like doing that. All right.
On the bottom. Oh man. Let's see. Let's try one more cast. One more cast.
Yeah, so I didn't get anything else this trip. It was a short trip. I think it was about maybe 30 minutes, but I was able to get the one, even though I did lose 3, 4 other ones. Okay. All right. Bear with me here. This is that fancy camera gear that I have that it'll shut off on me. Yeah, I do a lot of work around with my camera gear. The most recent purchase was that USB modem along with the what do you call it? That travel router, and then before that, I went and got an action camera, the DJI Osmo Action 4. I've got the 8 and the 5. I had the 13 briefly, and just it didn't allow me to do the vertical streams, and that's why I went to the Osmo Action 4. Was because I can do a vertical stream directly into YouTube with it. The only issue is you can't monitor the chat, but with that travel router, I can monitor the chat now and stay engaged with y'all. Okay. So yeah, I got a mixture of a lot of fishing gear, and I got a lot of tech gear. Not your first-hand whatever model, but I got some old stuff. Like this baby right here, the old flip camera. It still works too. You can do 30 minutes, but after they did some upgrades to it or software updates, you can do 25 minutes, and then they did something else to it that took up more memory, and now you can only get about 20 minutes of video here of that fancy, what is it, 480p stuff. All right, what is that now? Right there. You can see some of my older videos I've done with just this thing right here. Speaking of old cameras, this thing right here is a EOS Rebel T2i, bought third hand, used. Yeah, I like to spend money more on the fishing gear versus the camera gear. So I kind of get by with what I can, and as long as I can give you some decent video and some good audio, because that's the key. You have to have good audio when you're out there. Yeah, and I'm shifting over to more live streaming instead of just your YouTube shorts or your video. I'm finding that format's working out pretty well. I'm having fun too, spending more time fishing than editing video. Okay, let's see. Let me go back. Let's see. I did a bunch of urban pond fishing lately. I'm trying to find one that might catch your eye. All right. Let's see. Cottonwood. Oh yeah, Cottonwood. And there's In-N-Out Burger. Okay. Let's go to Cottonwood. Huh. That was one. Actually, no. Let's go to Turtle Creek. On the go, Dallas. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, more little guys. Okay, let's go on to the bridge itself.
I'm going to shift this all the way back to the beginning. Okay. So here you can see yours truly just trying to get everything set up. This is before I use the travel whatever. Instead I'm connecting it directly to my mobile hotspot on my phone. So I've got the action camera, the mobile hotspot, and I got some good views. I think like, I forgot, maybe 2,000-3,000 views, and I got a bunch of call outs in the chat, but unfortunately I wasn't able to answer the mail. Okay. So anyways, found a parking spot in the heart of Dallas, just right over there by the Kayak, or correction, the Katy Trail, Turtle Creek area. Okay. And the good thing about Katy Trails is, yeah, they have a little walking area and all that, but on top of that, there's a lot of food and drink places that, yeah, you can definitely have some fun over there in the Dallas, pretty much close to downtown Dallas and whatnot. a lot of folks like to walk the Katy Trail and all that. And what gets me is when I'm walking there, I will see this creek, Turtle Creek. And that's what I ended up doing, is I just kind of walked down, moved over to the left, or across the street, and just headed over to the to this area that, well, if there's water, there's got to be fish in it. So let me just skip us over there so you can see where I found one particular location right over here, okay, by a bridge, okay. And this is the heart of Dallas, so there's just cars going by. I can hear, you know, the city noise and all that, and the water is looking kind of murky, green and all that, but there's fish in there, all right. So I fished this particular spot, saw some fish, didn't get any hits inside. Just let's go ahead and move down the river a little bit, okay. So I went down a little bit, and as I get across right here, I'm gonna go under the bridge, work my way over. Yeah, I've already gone over one bridge. I'm going over another, and just kind of walking down the sidewalk path. Again, this is the heart of Dallas, okay? Right in the middle of the city. And hey, let's go check out this place. It looks pretty promising, okay? So here it is. Yeah, Turtle Creek. Okay, and this one's got some steps that lead into the water. Water's a little bit clearer here. I've got my polarized glasses, and I'm looking straight into the water, and I can see some fish movement. Some definite fish movement. And what surprised me this round was, yes, I saw some little bass. I actually saw some bigger bass as well. But what surprised me was these little long-eared perch. They got this long operculum, really pretty colors and everything. I was pretty happy seeing that. Okay. The other thing that I noticed was, let's see, yeah, little bass was you got a healthy population there, and I did see about 3-4 other anglers out there going for whatever's biting. So definitely keep that in your back pocket, and maybe that's the main reason why I like keeping at least a fishing rod in my backpack, my work bag, my pickup, because you get stuck in traffic, and there's nothing wrong with just kind of pulling over and find you a place to fish. And here, not bad at all. Going to the heart of Dallas here. Okay, so all along here, I'm seeing sunfish, I'm seeing bluegill, I'm seeing little bass. As I keep working my way on, I actually see some very nice sized bluegill, and they were actually on their beds, protecting them. But unfortunately, they weren't in the mood to strike as much as the smaller size ones. Okay. I saw maybe a couple of, I'm guessing 3 to 4 pound bass kind of lurking over there along the undercut bank that'll go past this area where the steps. And unfortunately, they were not in the mood to strike. It seemed like the smaller guys wanted to strike. Okay. And then here, I'm making the attempt to monitor the chat, but unfortunately I'm losing connectivity. It's just having the chat open and connected to the action camera all on that 5G hotspot was just overpowering everything. And so again, that's why I shifted over, got that USB tethered modem, and now I can have one phone which is basically a dummy phone. It doesn't work. It has no cellular plan. The only thing it does is, as long as you get connected to the internet, you can run different apps and whatnot. It's one of those things where I don't throw away an old phone. When I upgrade a phone, I keep the other one, and I just let it drop off the plan, and I just use it as basically like a little mini laptop. Oh, this is that really cool long-eared perch. Look at those colors. Beautiful fish, and they do get bigger. All right. So yeah, City of Dallas, right there. fishing right in the city, catching these guys. And look at this. I only saw maybe I think two other anglers here. Yeah. So millions of people. You got a whole river to fish. Doesn't hurt to keep your rod in your pickup, your car, whatever, when you're commuting. Yeah, I definitely love it. Fishing on the go is what I call this one. And there is another location that I stopped at on another trip or commute home, and it had mainly these sunfish and bluegill. But I hooked into a sunfish and these two bass. I'm gonna say conservatively 5+ pounds. Yeah, conservatively 5+ pounds. They were probably bigger, but I'm just saying. I could say they were. Well, they came out of nowhere. It's a small pond, Caruth Park, over there in the heart of the Hillcrest area in Dallas, just right down the road from SMU, the university, more affluent area in the Metroplex. And lo and behold, some bruiser bass in this small pond. I mean, there was no one was fishing, just me and one other kid. Yeah, it was awesome. You know. So anyways, that's this trip. Let me see if I can jump over to this one spot that I was able to get at. Okay, let me see. Just gonna edge it over. I kept going, and then I found this one spot that really looked good, very promising, right here. Okay. In fact, let me go ahead and give it some audio.
Bigger perch or long-ear perch. Okay. This one looks cichlid-like. Look at that head. Nice. Isn't that pretty cool? Oh, and he got me. You got the data. I do like the bottom over here. It's got a rocky bottom. Oh, there's another one chasing it. I guess these guys are wanting to play these little perch. Okay.
And I'm seeing bass as well as those long-ear perch in the river.
They're out here. Just gonna work it in. Okay, there's one looking at it. Another looking at it. Look like more of those perch. Really trying to locate those bass. Really, all it caught 2 bass so far, but there we go. Bigger one. That looked like a sunfish. Let's do some short twitches here. Okay. Take it back into the shadows. Look at this duck checking me out, man. The other day I had a white egret and then also a blue heron following me, wanting my fish that I was catching and releasing. There we go. There's a hit. Okay. All right. Another one. Put a little bend in the rod. Not bad. Not bad. I like it.
So I'm wondering, for the folks online here, you guys do the same thing?
Kind of stop
keep
on my commute home.
Fishing rod in your car, and if you get stuck in traffic, maybe stop and go for it instead of being stuck on the commute home. Yours truly has about an hour and a half commute one way, and when traffic is bad, yeah, I'm just gonna give up and just pull over and find a spot and go for it.
User error there. All right, come on, right there. Come up behind it. Let's do it again.
Oh yeah!
Under
this
the
was
bridge.
a fun trip.
Oh, there's one.
I think I spent about a couple hours here.
All right, we swiped it. Let's go closer. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. He's fighting. Oh, it's a little bass. No. My bad. Not a bass. Looks like a sunfish. Okay. Green sunfish.
In the background, you'll see a little bridge-like thing that you can walk over.
Oh, no. For a moment there, I thought saw a bass. Bass lurking below. Okay, let's just kind of work our way amongst the roots here. Find a nice clear open spot and I can situate myself. Okay, let's take it over here by the bridge. I think I see some undergrowth or greenery that may be tempting for some of these fish to hang out. Right over here. Wait. Almost. There we go. See if I can coax one out of there. There's some junk on that one. There we go.
The water's clear enough that I can see the fish actually taking the fly.
I want to play. All right, let's go right under the bridge. See if one will pop it here in a moment. Okay, I see something trailing it. More little guys trailing. Yeah, more little guys. Okay, let's go on to the bridge itself and see if we can get a peek what's over here. Oh yeah, nice rocky section. Almost reminds me of fishing the banks at Texoma at times, where you can kind of work the shallows or the banks for some of these. Oh, there's a bass. For some of these striped bass. Got him. Basilito, a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Okay. Right out of the rocks. Came out of the rocks. Rocks, man. Right. And that's what I was telling you, where they go for this crackleback, because it mimics a minnow versus a dragonfly. Okay. But in short order, you can dry it out some and fish it like a dragonfly. Dragonfly floating pattern. All right.
Okay, so speaking of that crackleback pattern, I tie it basically with just a saddle hackle. All right, I forgo the body itself. Instead, I just kind of put a thread base and then I tie in the that saddle hackle. And if you can get a brownish, reddish color, it mimics this. There's this flying bug, dragonfly-ish looking thing that has that same color pattern. And they're all over the place, be it in the ponds, rivers, and whatnot in the area this time of year. And I have seen where bass are jumping out of the water and grabbing those things. And never thought, thinking of using that pattern, but it happened one day, and ever since, whenever time I see those things flying about, I just look in my fly box and just kind of check, do I still have a crackleback? Which I do. It may not be the right color, but I'll still go ahead and use it. And guess what? I'll still catch a fish or two. All right?
Let me get situated here, and then let me check the chat, make sure. Oh, shoot. God dang, you hit it before I was ready. Right down below me. Holy cow.
Can't
he
keep
wanted
him off
that.
the hook.
All right. Okay, bear with me. Let me get this guy off, and then I'll go check the chat room and see if there's anything that we need to answer. Okay. Howdy. Oh man, I can't tell now. I lost the chat.
Yeah, that was the issue. I couldn't stay connected using
there we go.
one phone. I
Howdy,
kept dropping in and out. So yeah,
Okay, all right, we're still online.
kind of up my IRL stream.
All right, let's see if we get another
Adding
one
a
of
little
these
bit more
bass looking
hardware.
here in the rocks. Yeah, I cast it and then I saw this dark shadow trailing behind it, and then he came back and hit it. That's a bluegill.
And
yeah.
the rod I'm
One of those
using
long ear again.
is a
Long ear
Cabelas
fish.
3 forks,
Hortellus.
3 forks, 3-piece 4-weight rod. I've got a 4-weight weight forward fly line, and I'm using the Echo Ion 2 3-weight fly reel. I'll use the Echo Ion a lot. I think you see there's some really good reviews, there's some questionable reviews about them, but bottom line, I like them so much, I ended up buying the whole line. So I've got the 2-3, the 4-5, the 6-7, the 8-10, and the 10-12. Okay. The 10-12 I use for a switch rod, an 8-weight switch rod. The one below it, the 810 I use for a 6-weight switch rod, and it's a 2-handed, but you can cast one-handed. I took up switch rods mainly because when I hurt my shoulder, I found that I could cast a switch rod by just tucking the butt end of the switch rod and just using my body to cast the fly. Because hey, when you're addicted to fishing, you're not going to let a hurt shoulder stop you. You'll find a way to keep fishing. To the point that I got some Tenkara rods also, that I was taking out the Tenkara rod and just kind of flipping it in the water to get them to strike. All right. Well, looks like we got some folks on here. Definitely been monitoring the chat. Here, I'll say howdy, howdy. Make sure that we stay engaged here. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Okay. All right, so here I am. I'm fishing the heart of Dallas. It's about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Got stuck in the commute home, and hey, instead of driving, why don't I just go fish for a little bit, and then I'll go home when the traffic's died down some. All right, so that's definitely fun. Okay. All right, let's see if I can find us something else to take a look at here. So these are all these different live streams that I've done recently. Okay, see if I can call out one. Oh, this is the kayak fishing. In fact, I may be hitting the local lake, this particular lake here, this coming weekend. All right. And what was so nice about this one, let's go all the way to the beginning. Okay. What was nice about this trip was, although I got a workout in, hitting the local lake, and had to deal with some of the rain. I got caught in the rain at one point, then it was sunny again. What was great about this trip was I had the white bass boiling around me. And although I got a bunch of undersized ones, I got enough for a little, I think like 3 keeper size that I ended up cooking up later on that evening. And here I'm just using a slab and jig rig. All right. So it's in fact, these are ones that I make because I went, instead of buying them, I bought the molds for them. And yeah, I bought these molds and just pour my own. And so I'll pour about 20, 30 of them for the season. This last set I poured 2 years ago, and I'm still haven't used them all up. And that's been pretty good. It's a slab and jig rig where the slab is on the bottom, and then I'll do 2 crappie jigs tied sabiki style onto a main line. So it's like a 30-pound main line, and then some droppers with a lower test, 15 typically. And then for the slab, I'll tie in about another 15-pound test as well, using a blood knot or barrel knot. And what works there is I end up, if I break off slab, all I got to do is just retie another one on there with another blood knot, or just tie it where the breakage was. In the case of the droppers, since I use a sabiki style tie, which is basically an overhand knot on the main line, the 30-pound mono, and then an uni knot that's going to be jammed up against it, and that's your sabiki style rig. And what I find is if I have some pre-tied with a crappie jig and let's say a foot of mono, when I break off, because I got snagged or something, I could be back in the action with that one quick tie and jam it up on top of the other, and I'm back to fishing again. Okay? That's one of my favorite rigs when it comes to fishing a kayak, because I tend to fish more on the bottom versus trolling, and a lot of times I will hang up, and I used to lose the whole rig Now I just usually use lose a crappie jig or the slab, and with this method, I'm able to get back in the game pretty quickly, especially if you're in a confined area. In this case, the kayak. Okay. Good stuff, man. I hope you guys are at least enjoying some of this. Here I'm back paddling, trying to get them to strike. You can see how the rod is kind of twitching, and then when I do get an actual hit, you'll see it, definitely bend and bounce around. And that technique works good when they are working way down below. During this trip, I did see an individual using that forward-facing sonar and one of those bobo thumpers. Okay, it's this little box-like thing with a little sledgehammer, not sledgehammer, more like a mallet that just kind of bounces up and down, and it's a steady, like bounce, not bounce, steady thumping noise. Boom, 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 boom. And that brings in the white bass, and they just kind of tend to congregate in that area. And you can fish it all day, and they'll stay with you. In fact, the guy that was doing that, I drifted by, and he let me fish with him, and just kept dropping my slab and jig rig down below, and there they were, getting strikes. So they work. Just well, I kind of keep it simple with this kayak fishing. I've got a fish finder. What do you call it? Electronic gear that's more portable, that I can take from a kayak to a John boat that I have. But I tend to just go out just like this, where I just grab my kayak and a pole and just head out to the local lake and go for it. I have one of those smaller tackle backs, the trays that you can put into a backpack style tackle box, and it's preset, or not preset, it's already pre-arranged, organized with all the slab and jig rigs and other terminal tackle that I need when I'm kayak fishing. I call it my kayak fishing box. And all I gotta do is, if I'm gonna head out, I just grab it and go out the door, and I'm ready to go. I timed it once. It took me about less than 3 minutes to load up the kayak and leave for the local lake. All right. So yeah, that's one of my rules of thumb. If you're gonna take up kayak fishing, okay, I get asked this question over the years multiple times. Oh, what kayak should I buy, etc., etc., etc. I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that. Well, there's this one individual I follow, Key West fisherman, Key West kayak. Real nice guy. His videos is one that caused me to lean over and get one of those 2.5 horsepower Suzuki outboard motors. That's what I currently use on my John boat. I still have a 6 horsepower Johnson, but it weighs a ton. The little kicker outboard from Suzuki I can lift with one hand. The other one I need to lift. I mean, it's heavy. Anyways, he also came out with a video where he's talking about kayaks, and the best advice that I've heard about kayaks is get the kayak that you're going to use. All right, and it's simple advice. Sounds like common sense and whatnot, but I have two other kayaks for the family. I've got a larger Pelican kayak. Then I've got this small 9-foot sit on top kayak that I specifically got because I got some kind of gift card. It was on sale at Cabelas, and I said, hey, I'm gonna grab this because we're gonna head to the coast, and I want to use it to kind of kayak out some baits, doing some shark fishing from the beach. So I was like, yeah, I'll get one of those. So as it turns out, I've got these 3 kayaks. The kayak that I use the most is the one you're seeing right here in this video. Right? It weighs about 30 36, 34 pounds. I can still lift it over one shoulder, one-handed, take it down to the bank and drop it in the water and be fishing right away. All right. The Pelican weighs heavier. What's the other one? Sit on top doesn't weigh much, but it's more gangly and it's smaller because it's only 9. This kayak's a 9.5 foot one. That sit on top is a little 9-footer, so it's kind of tight. Okay. I think I did a video of that kayak where I headed out to the lake and I forgot my fishing pole. Put the kayak in there and everything, and it was because it's a sit on top, and normally I keep all my gear in the kayak itself to include pole and everything. So in this kayak gear, a sit inside kayak, a sink kayak. I've already got the stringer, my life jacket, the oars or the paddles. Already jammed up inside the kayak itself, so that all I gotta do is just lift it, throw it in, tie it down, and I'm out the door or out the garage. With that sit on top, it's hanging up above me in the garage, and I have to take it down and then grab everything. Well, in that case, I forgot to bring the fish pole. It was just sitting there on the side, and I made it back to the lake, and what I ended up doing was just flat lining with some hand lines, because I'm only going to go drive all the way back just to go get fishing pole and then come back again. I was like, no, I can make it do. And guess what? Caught some white bass. That's what I was targeting. So I had my tackle box, and I had a spool of line, and I just threw a jig on there, and just toss it behind me, and I just started kayaking, trolling, and saved that trip. Anyways, let's go and jump here. And I see some folks on. Certainly throw some comments in there. I'm monitoring the chat here. This is live. If you want any questions, comments, certainly throw them out here. I can talk fishing all day here. All right. Okay. Let's see if I can move over to let's see that section where right here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the audio.
Lo and behold, it's just a cloud passing by. Let's see if we can locate this guy. Where did they go? Come on. Watching you. Oh, over here. I see some shad starting to hit on over to my right. Okay, let's,
I think we had some lagging when I was streaming this time.
See the shad come up first, and then right below him is the sand bass.
Let's see. Okay.
Here we go. Let's go past them, and let's run it through them. Come on. Right there. Come right to me. There he goes. Yeah. Okay, we're going to hold, because, see, we can double up. If you hold, sometimes you get multiple ones on there. Okay. All right. Okay. So what's happening
is I can see the white bass kind of boiling around me. Bear with me here real quick. I need to. Okay. I can see the bass boiling around me, and I'm casting past the school, and then I'm reeling in, and then when I get one on the line, I'll slow it up and load up the rod with the other fish, because once one's on the line, the other ones start following and they start hitting in the lure. Okay, so I've got a slab and jig rig with 2 crappie jigs, so I should be able to load up with 3 on the line. I've done it before when I had 5, a slab, and 4 jigs, and definitely loaded up. In this case, I just went with the slab and 2. Tight quarters in a kayak, you definitely need to make some adjustments, and it's just a little bit more easier just having the 2 jigs versus the 4 jigs plus the slab.
Because once one hits, his buddy will hit. Oh, he got off. Okay. All right. Let's go back here. So I was trying to double up where one on the line, there he goes. One on the line takes it, and he sees his buddy, so another one takes it. Okay, over here, coming off to my right. Got to change the kayak around. Okay. All right. Okay, they're boiling again in front of me, and let's see if I can get it right in there in the school. Maybe we'll hook up with them. This one's tending more going to the right. Okay, I got it right in front of them. Okay, here it goes. Come on. They're going to the left. Okay, let's go that way then. All right. Now what's nice, I got a long rod here to give me a little leeway when it comes to fishing. Okay, I got it right there. There we go. There's one. Nope. Okay. Popped it. Oh, come on. Take it good. There's another one coming over here to my left too. Wow. Action's furious, but they're not on my hook. Okay, let's get right in there. Okay, this one's coming at me. Okay. Let's see.
And what I'm talking about is I can see these schools of fish boiling and they're coming toward me. And because I'm in a kayak, I have the advantage where I can just kind of paddle along and I'm not putting them down. Instead, they're just willing to go chase the shad and whatnot, and I can just let them come right into me.
Yeah. Come on. See if I can get the big guy below to hit. Come on. All right, come on. You guys are right there. Come on, school. School's in session. All right, they're coming up on me. They're very close. Okay, I'm going to just let it drift into it. See if I can coax them to hit. Okay. All right. Oh, this is frustrating because normally I'd be able to... They should be hitting this thing like crazy. I don't know why. Usually you can get them. Okay. All right. Just do a steady retreat. There's a hit. Okay. See if his buddy will tag on. Okay, there's another one. Okay. Let's see if we get a keeper out of this group. All right. Oh, yeah. I think we got ourselves a keeper on this one. All right, nice. Okay, that's a keeper. Cheaper to keeper.
You gotta be
for the
10 inches.
chartreuse. Okay. Just throw that there. And that's a non-keeper. Bummer. This guy's a little guy. Okay, and I switched out to a treble hook. Normally I have the single hook on there because you really don't need to have a treble hook. As long as you get them in there, you got them. Okay, so we got 2. And they seem to be kind of lingering in the area, so I'm going to hang out here while I get this guy off. They're definitely feeding on the surface for shad. And in this case, got a little tangle here. It's undoing. That one had a little blood on him. Holy cow. That treble hook really got him, but he's none for the wear. Okay. All right. Wow. That's some fun stuff. Okay. So I don't know where the school is, but again, we're going to listen for it and we're going to get ready to do some paddling and see if we can chase it down. Okay. To my right. Okay. To my right. I see him. Okay. All right. Right there. Okay. Let's close in on him. Okay. Just kind of get a little bit closer, trying to get which way they're tending. That one looks like he's going more to the left or to the right. Okay. All right. See. And what I'm trying to do is get multiple hookups so that once you have one on the line, there is always a good chance that his buddy's going to strike because he's on the line too. Okay. They went under. Okay, okay. All right, he's back. They're back. I see him right here. Looks like a small boil. Okay. Let's wait for him. Wait for it. Wait for it. There's one out there. Right there. Okay. Right in the mix. Oh, there's another one over there in the distance too. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Over there too. Right over there.
Fish boiling
All
on
right,
the
I got
surface
that one in
going
there.
for shad.
That should have got a hit. Come on. I got one coming right at me right now. He's coming like right off the bow. Right here. Look at him.
It's right there.
Let's see if I can get him to hit. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Strike it. They're right in front of me. See him? See him? Come on, hit it. Oh, another one in front of me. Just going off to my right now. Let me just turn it a little bit. Okay. Get you a better view of it. All right. Right there, right in the mix. Right there. Let it sink. And let's do a jiggy motion with it. See if I can get them to hit. Okay. Come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it. No. Oh, off to the left now. Wow. Hopefully I don't take them down under. Since I've got this kayak, I've got that advantage. Come on, come on. Right in front of me. You guys have to hit this. Right there. They're boiling right off the bow. Fun stuff. All right, come on. Come on. Hit it. Hit it. Let's see. They're right next to me right now. Let's see if I can coax one to hit just under me. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's keep an eye out again in case another one pops out. My line's clobbered. Oh yeah, I tell you what, you know, that's fishing, you know, or kayak fishing. You'll be sitting there wondering where they're at, and then all of a sudden they're all over the place. Okay, let me see if I can get this guy on the stringer. All right, and then I'll stand by for another school. If we have to chase it down, I got a little energy here. Got me another one of those little snacky bars, so good. And I got a whole deal of another liter, 2 liter, whatever, of water to tie me over. So all right, 2 in the bag, 2 in the bag.
Okay, and if you noticed, I'm using a safety pin or laundry pin where I'm hooking into the white bass and then I'm putting it onto this, I call it the tennis ball stringer. And what I do is I'll hold that fish in the kayak, the cockpit of the kayak, because if I drop it, sure enough, I'll be able to not lose it. All right. Okay.
Let's keep going. See if we can maybe get another one to strike on the surface here. Okay, let's just keep our eyes out. Okay. Eyes. And because again, I'm going to rebroadcast this tonight. Okay, today is June 7, Saturday here in Lake Lavon, Texas. And yeah, I'll live stream this tonight. That way we can get some good engagement. I know I'll put on there that it's pre-recorded so you don't fake you out saying it's live. But the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to render the video and just put all the snippets together and that's it. We're just going to run it through.
Okay, and what I plan on doing is if I hit the lake tomorrow or this Saturday, this weekend, if I hit Lavon, I'll restream it. If I go kayak fishing, if I do Denison, I'll probably restream that one because the connectivity is hit or miss there. Once you get down into the river area, the cellular mobile data is kind of hit or miss. So I find that if I just go ahead and just restream it later, then hey, it's just a better experience for live streaming or restreaming in this case. All right.
I did have another camera, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I think we can just. I'm talking enough to cover those points where I can at least describe what's happening, and then later on I just go ahead and just shift to a different point of view using the same camera. All right. So Come on, Mr. Fishies. Where are ya? Close it out. Let's close it out with a white bass boil frenzy. Feeding frenzy.
Okay.
And see how far I went out? Okay, so yeah, I
What I'm
went
thinking is
out this way.
let's go ahead and maybe do like maybe a future look, or at least anticipated future look on what I plan on doing here in August. I'm gonna hit the Galveston area. We're gonna be doing some fishing off the Texas coast, Galveston fishing pier. It'll be latter part of August. We kind of like going after the summer break is done for a lot of the kids and whatnot going to school and all that. So if you go that time, you get better pricing when it comes to where you're staying in a hotel. On top of it, there's much more room on the pier or different places to fish. So let me see if I can find that stream from way back, meaning just last year. Okay, and let's see if we can call out a few things that I want to remember for this year's trip. Okay, so let's see. This was last year, 5, 6. You can see I do a bunch of videos. Okay, 6 months. Wow, I didn't think I did this many videos. Holy cow. All right, well, let's go back and find 12 months. Okay. Bear with me, I'm just going to start slicing through this. Okay, let's see, 9 months ago. It had to have been 10 to 12 months. Well, it was last August. So I should be able to, oh, here we go. Okay, highlights. Now, I'm trying to get you to the actual live stream. Okay, here's a live stream. No. That's, oh, here we go, here we go. Pier fishing lessons learned? No. Oh, here we go. This is it right here. Fishing under the lights. Okay.
Guy that just keeps popping.
So what happened was, I was out there fishing, and sure enough, I ended up losing connectivity.
Slowly,
or no, not connectivity. I ended up,
and
battery died
that they also said to make sure you did
on the phone,
when
so
you
I had to shift over to my GoPro
catch a mullet,
and
use the same
restream this one
water
later.
that you caught it in, or the belly will turn red on you. Let's recast that out. The belly turns red on you, the trout don't like it. Additionally, don't use popping corks, don't use any hardware. Basically, it's your line and the hook, and the fish will do the rest. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and live line it. Okay. And excuse me, I don't have any chat stuff I'm monitoring at this point because we're streaming from my GoPro via my phone. The phone speed died. Actually, my battery on my phone died down, so I'm having a live stream from my GoPro and charge the phone up using the hotspot there to feed, to do this feed. What I'm describing now is a technique that we use. So far, we've gotten one 18-inch trout and 2 undersized trout. We're trying to get a limited trout, which is 3 15 to 20-inch slot. Speckled trout, and then which one can be over 30 inches, so you can keep one trophy. Right now, all we want to do is just see if we can get a limit. So I've got one right now, and I'm hoping that another one will come up here soon as the speckled trout come up into the shallows, into the light. Okay, so nothing there. Hoping that another round of mullet will come through again. Oh, I just saw some trout coming by. Let's try this again. Okay. All right, so there it is. I got the Moving slowly through the water. Okay. Don't see anything behind. Oh, something just swiped it. Oh man, had one swipe. He was trying. You know, it's pretty good that I'm using this one with the live or the fast action tip. Remember? Okay. See if he comes up behind it. Like, oh, there's one chasing it. Came up behind it. And he goes. Let's try this again.
These are
Alright,
speckled
so
trout.
hit and miss, but basically cast into the
Fishing under
wind.
the lights, live
and-
lining mullet.
Swim, do its thing, and hopefully the trout will come in and hit it.
I was using a bass fishing rod initially for catching bait and whatnot, and then I broke the tip. Went ahead and used this boat rod, spinning boat rod instead.
Wind is
Never
really taking
this year. Bring in the Shimano
Oh,
Dorado
he just took it. He just took it.
and that 7-foot ugly stick
Took it.
specifically for doing
Ah.
this right here.
He had it.
I've
He
practiced
had it. He had it in his
Thumb
mouth.
Educated enough to catch that 3 to 4 inch mullet.
Came up right behind it and tapped it. Okay, it's drifting slowly. Playing dead. Okay, I think this one's. Oh, there's one looking at it. He looked at it. Think this one's done for. But let's see if we can get another cast. Oh, nope. Yeah, he's gone. All right, let's go rebait. All right, so the individual that
This was last
gave
year
us
at
this
Galveston
information was pretty nice, and he even hooked us up with some live mullet right here, fingerling mullet, and should have them on here shortly. Bear with me. Okay. We're using a size 6 treble hook right here. Size 6 treble hook, saltwater treble hook. You put the hook through the roof of the mouth, not the bottom, not through both lips. So you kind of got to let him say ah, is what he said. Say ah. Come on, where are you? This guy don't want to talk. All right, bear with me. Okay, there we go. No. Okay, got it. Wow, that one didn't want to say ah. All right, then you said to whip it waves toward the waves, and then let it drift along, swim naturally. Okay. You can see it swimming. There's one right behind it. He looked at it. No, he turned away. Try it again. Okay, back out. Okay. Drift out there. Okay, one just took it. One just took it. Oh, he stole it. Stole the bait, man. Wow, that's awesome. Let's do this again. Tell you what, guys, we're like avid fishermen, average Joes, and we definitely learned a lot of trials and errors and whatnot. And this time we learned from some other folks that were able to show us how to do stuff. So the gentleman that gave us the mullet as well as the information on how to fish it, really appreciate it. Shout out to that individual. It was awesome. Learned a lot of new things that I never would have been able to learn on my own through just trial and error. This is just plain sharing the knowledge, and there's a wealth of knowledge that he gave us. So that was pretty cool. Okay, and so let's go ahead and do the ah technique right here. get him to open his mouth, and you hook him to the roof of the mouth when you are fishing with mullet. So through the roof of the mouth, right there through the hard part, like so, and he'll stay alive longer, and hopefully long enough to get us a limited trout. So we're 1 for 3 right now. Got 2 more to go. Got to be in that 15 to 20 limit or slot. Finding him. There's one that just took it. He's running. Still running. All right, he's on. That's a shorty. Okay, so that one's not going to be 15 or within the 15-20 slot limit. So we're going to have to let him go. So luckily we got him easily in the front of the mouth, and we'll get him back in the water quickly. Okay. Get this hook out. There we go. Back in the water. Nice. All right. Let's do it again. We only have a limited window because what you got to watch for is when the hard edge starts showing, then it's going to be very tough to fish because they will tend to poke at the baits and stun them basically. So, roof of the mouth. Ready to go. Cast into the wind. Let it ride the waves, surfer style, and let them swim freely.
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to
hardware other than the line and the hook.
using that ultralight bait casting gear, that Shimano Dorado BFS
Let's see what
XG.
comes up behind it.
The setup was just way too heavy
I see it.
for fishing those 3 to 4 inch mullet. Although it probably could have handled a lot bigger fish. I think ultralight bait casting, especially with those Shimanos,
Chasing it.
since they got that seal
Let's go
bearing,
back.
should
Let's
not
go
have a
cast
problem
again.
being used in salt water.
He said, just whip it out there, just whip it. Just like Devo, whip it. All right, got it out there further. Waves. Feeling for a thump. You'll know he's on because you'll feel a thump. Just waiting for that bigger one to hit. Under the lights, fishing under the lights. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Okay, and it's pretty cool. You'll see the shadow of them go by. You'll see a shadow of them go by. And that means you have the opportunity to catch one. All right, here we go, let's go. Let him run. Okay, he's coming, he's coming. 30 strikes. Nothing yet. Pretty cool when you actually see them come up and they swipe at it. Alright, let's get back here. Pretty cool. That one's off. Lost that one. All right, let's go and rebait. He says you have about maybe 4 to 5 casts before you lose them, so there goes that one. There's another one here. Okay, let's get this guy on. Size 6 treble hook through the roof of the mouth. To the roof of the mouth so you can breathe. We're back out again. Let's see if we can get them. Okay. Oh man, that one's running like crazy. Wonder if something's chasing it. No, that's the wind. All right, let's try it again. Nope, there's one chasing it. Just hit it. There's 2 of them chasing it. Okay. 2, 3 chased it right behind, and then they took off. Okay. So let's kind of whip it back out there again and see if they'll come back. cool when you see them do that. All right, let's try this again here. It's pretty cool when that big 30-inch one came up and swiped his that foot-long mullet that he was using. So the gentleman that was showing us how to do this, he was using some really good-sized mullet, like 12-inch mullet, and there were a couple of times where some big ones just swiped it. But he ended up getting a 24 and a 27.
For to get it done, the most important part is the one you need now, and the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products, and we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering...
Oh, this one looks like he's dying, so may have to rebait. See if I can whip it out there real quick and get one more cast out of him. Oh, he's swimming good still. Swimming good. There's one right behind it. He's just looking at it. He's chasing it. He turned away. Yeah, they're real picky. They inspected it, looks like, because this one was just tailing right behind it for a good while before he turned away. Okay, I got one chasing it, one chasing it. Okay, two chasing it. Oh, that was a bigger one. He turned away. Turned away. Okay. That was a bigger one. Hopefully a keeper size one, it looked like. Came up right behind it and turned away. Okay, there's one that came behind this one. There's one looking at it. No, you don't want it. I may get one more cast out of this one, but we'll see. Okay. Let's try it. Let's go. Right in this money zone. Okay. Oh, it's very windy. I don't... Oh! He just hit it. He just hit it. Oh! Pulled it out of his mouth. I think that one's done for, but hey, let's get one more cast in. That one hit it right on the surface. That one did too. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, he came back. It's like an undersized one. Okay. Not big enough. Got to be 15 to 20. 15 to 20. All right. This is fun. This is very fun. I got my little live well. We've got chance to catch some keeper-sized trout. Got an 18-inch in the well, or in the ice chest right now, and hopefully we got enough to get ourselves another 2 to make it a limit. Okay. Roof of the mouth. Roof of the mouth here. Come on, right there. Roof of the mouth. Let him breathe. Let him breathe, he said. But before I was doing like I normally do when I'm fishing live bait, is I put the hook through both lips.
All right, I'm thinking I need to kind of shift things up a little bit. So this was the video when we lost the camera phone, or the phone camera on the phone. What I want to show you is when I was fishing, and this individual basically gave us a lot of tips that I'm going to be using this year. All right, so let's go shift to that one.
I just saw one individual catch a nice size speckled trout using this technique here. It's free lining a live mullet, finger mullet, into the water, and as you kind of bring it in, you watch for these shadows, and you'll see these big bruiser speckled trout come up and go for it. So we already saw one caught and released. Now we're going to see if we can get another one, or at least witness another one being caught and released. And the key here is there's at least 2 or 3 more of these big guys kind of hanging out in this surf zone area here at Galveston Fishing Pier in Texas. Free lining live mullet, and we're just going to watch and call it out if we see one of these guys come up for the mullet. Let's see. Earlier we had a bunch of these little sand trout and whatnot under a popping court, fishing some shrimp. But it seems like that live mullet is the way to go. So there's another cast. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we're just kind of seeing the mullet drift through. I'm just kind of watching the, oh, there's one right there on the line. Not sure if that's a keeper one, but all right, good stuff. We'll see if another big one will hit. So far, I'd say that last one was about 20 plus inches, and the one that came and struck earlier on live lining some mullet, definitely bigger, 25, 28 inches maybe. I don't know, maybe even bigger. It was big. What they're doing is they're live lining some mullet, finger mullet, into the shadowy area, and it's drifting in. Hi, hello. What's up? We're just checking things out here at Galveston Fishing Pier, trying to fish under the lights, and we're watching these 2 individuals live lining some fingerling mullet, and they've got some pretty nice size speckled trout so far, as well as some undersized speckled trout. And there's a slot limit of 15 to 20 inches here. We just see the cast back out there. And there's this one that has been coming up and just kind of looking at it and actually swiping at the mullet as it's brought through. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. Okay. We can just see it barely under the surface. We'll see a big shadow come up and go for it. All right, and he's kind of working this area under the lights, starting from the shadow area. Got anything yet? The individuals that we've been watching have caught multiple speckled trout, as well as a nice size trout that we ended up having to use the pier net to bring it up over here. So it's a pretty good size one. And that was a cotton release. The technique here that they're using is live lining fingerling mullet. Okay. And let's just see if we can get another one of these big guys to hit. It's pretty cool. And there's no weight. It's just the weight of the fish itself that's being used to cast. And you can see it kind of swim slowly in the surf. And underneath it, something big will come up and try gulping it. It's been several hits and misses already. Kind of missed the other one, but it's pretty good size. Oh, there's one looking at it right now. He's looking at it. Oh man, he came up right underneath it and looked at it. Good size mullet, or good size speckled trout. See if he comes back. Wow. All right. Yeah, this guy's big. Definitely over the slot limit that we have here in Texas. He's just kind of drifting it along the surf. Every once in a while, something shadowy thing will come up and swipe at it. Something looking at it right now. It looks like a smaller one. Yeah, it was a smaller one. There's the mullet. Oh, let the mullet go. Let's see. Let's watch the mullet. Maybe something will swipe it. Okay. So pretty cool. We've done this before using croaker, but never at night using live mullet. We're mainly just using shrimp live shrimp, dead shrimp, and whatnot, as well as these tandem rigs. Right now, I got one under a popping cork, but yeah, oh man, it was pretty exciting to see this. Not sure if they're gonna keep at it, or if they're gonna move on to another location, but it's pretty cool watching these guys. For us, nothing earth-shattering from a speckled trout, sand trout standpoint. It's pretty much just kind of cast out, and we've been just letting the popping cork do its thing. But see if he reads and comes back. All right. But for now, I just got the little popping cork in the water, and I'm waiting for something to hit it. And when he takes it, he'll take the popping cork under. There's definitely some nice sized ones in here. Now I'm getting a hit. Little hit. All right. Oh, he's going to go and do it again here. All right. So, live line, Mullet City, shortly. Let's go check it out. Okay, so he's out in the shadow right now, bringing it in. The mullet is just under the surface. You'll get a glimpse of it as it comes up. And also, you'll get a glimpse. Oh, there he is now. It's coming down under the light now. Okay, little recast. Back out again. All right, we're just kind of hanging out, checking out some live action here at the Galveston Fishing Pier. Over here, the time. Oh, shoot. Nope, I just lost my rig. All right, let's go switch it out then. Had a little difficulties earlier fishing, and ended up losing our gear, or losing the rod tip on one of our rigs. It's been a good trip so far. Okay. And now we're just kind of hanging out in the surf zone area, fishing under the lights. And we happened onto these guys fishing some live mullet, watching them catch some nice size speckled trout using this technique. Live lining, live mullet, under the lights. And here I'm just going to put on some shrimp, some dead shrimp, put on the popping cork while we're waiting for the action. And it's pretty exciting though. It's the trout will come up underneath it and basically swallow it in one bite. Moving right about here now. Mullet's just under the surface still. Okay. All right, mullet's back up. He's going to recast. Back out again. Looking to see if anything's kind of dragging behind it or lurking behind it. See if he comes back. There's at least 2-3 of them like that here. It's right underneath us now. All right, just kind of hanging back, watching. Gonna recast. I can see some more of the speckled trout, sand trout coming back into the surf zone. back over here. Back out there. It's kind of working its way over. So live lining for mullet, or live lining finger mullet for some nice sized speckled trout. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and gotten one keeper so far, as well as one really nice one that they caught and released. Us, we just been mainly fishing for some of the blacktip shark that they had here at the end of the T head. Now we're just kind of playing under the lights. Someone gave us some dead shrimp, and we've been using them under the lights with a popper. And then while we were doing so, a couple of guys came over and showed us some new techniques on what to do fishing for some of these guys under the lights. Okay, looks like I got a gap top, little baby one. That's nice. Those can hurt. I got a little stinger fins or whatever that definitely can give you an ouch. So let's get that one off the line. And then see if we can get them off. There we go. He's off. Where the action is out here, where these guys are catching them using live mullet, free lining. Let's see if we can see him. We've seen several nice size trout come up and hit these guys. So let's see if they'll do it again. Definitely love doing this live streaming. Get to see the action and everything happen right in front of you. That's cool. Oh, there's one behind it. He's right there. He's chasing it. He chased it. Oh man. Came up right behind it. Did you guys see that? That thing was big. Oh man. That thing was big. Came up right behind it. See if he comes back up again. Yeah, that's like third one now, I think. All right, here he is. There's the mullet. You kind of see it over here in the whitish area. Okay, he's casting back out again. Live lining mullet for some brooder speckled trout here in Galveston, Texas. Galveston Fishing Pier. And yours truly just having some dead shrimp and just kind of seeing whatever else bites. But definitely been sidetracked with some of the action that we've seen here right in front of us. Happen right under the lights here in Galveston. Back out into the shadow, working it back into the light. See if that big guy will come back up and look at it again and swipe it. Okay. It's coming through the surf. Mullet's just below the surface again. All right. Okay, I see the mullet over here. He's going to recast. Another cast. And there's been pull out this way. There's been some back out this way. And then there's another one that just comes in here and kind of swipe it. We also see some sharks go by. Definitely a lot of sand trout. Some undersized speckled trout. And then these bruiser trout. Just kind of watching it right now. See if that big guy will come back up. And it's pretty cool. They just come out of nowhere and just kind of come up, look at it, and sometimes they'll follow it. Other times So just give it a nudge. And a couple times they'll have it in their mouth, but not able to get the hook set. Okay, back out again, right there. Let's see. Let's see this one. Could this be the one? Let's see. All right. Come on, come on. Okay, there's the mullet. Up here, just under the surface. And you'll just see a shadow of it come up underneath it. Or hopefully we'll see the strike. That's even better. Some just splashed just behind it. Oh, there he goes. There's no. Something behind it came up. Okay. These guys catch and release. Yeah, these guys are catch and release, especially these big trophy ones. These are trophies, speckled trout, well above the slot limit. And they're using fingerling mullet. When I say fingerling, they're probably about a foot long. And these things are swallowing it on the first bite or strike. It's the cast. Back out. Let's see this drift. Just under the surface. Okay. Just kind of working it. Just directly under the lights right now. Okay. Speckled trout, yeah, they're very good eating. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Come on, come on. Yeah, there's a limit of 3, 15 to 20 inch slot limit. So if they're bigger than 20 inch, gotta let them go. And they've already caught one and let them go. And I believe they've got one that was in the slot. And they caught it using this technique here, live lining mullet. Let's see if we can see that action again. Okay, I see the mullet. And they've been pretty good. They used our pier net to land that big one, and then they released them immediately. It was released pretty successfully, so that one's going to get bigger. And I'm kind of watching to see if they get that other one. The other one that's hanging out here is definitely bigger than the one they caught and released. So this will be exciting, seeing this live action on the fly here, just fishing under the lights. All right, let's see it. Come on. Woo! Yeah, tug is a drug. Tug is a drug. Come on, give it. Gotta love the fishing stuff. Okay, he's gonna release that or let that mullet go, and just kind of watch it in case something comes up and swipes it while he rebaits. It's been pretty exciting seeing this. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and throw our little cork shrimp rig out and see what happens. Pretty exciting, I'll tell you that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and
I'm done fishing under the lights with live shrimp, and I've also fished using back in Corpus Christi when I grew up there, Port Aransas and all that. Oh, okay. I grew up in Beeville.
all right.
Yeah.
This is a good section.
And we'd go to the coast and fish, and I would just grab these little fingerling mullet as well as the croaker, put a live line it, and throw it under the lights.
That was it.
Yeah, but I never got anything big. It was always just, okay, a keeper.
I remember fishing with my parents.
Yeah.
At night.
Oh, yeah. So they're finally going to fix it.
Are they really? They got the funding?
They got the funding. It's just going to take a while. But yeah. That was my favorite pier. It was much better than Horace Caldwell, I thought. You know,
Caldwell's pretty cool.
but it's different fish, I think. Because
Redfish. Caldwell, you
yeah,
this time of year, July, August, it's
Yeah.
really good for. After the 4th, it's really good for the reds.
okay,
So they're even hitting. That's a ballyhoo. No, that's a gar.
okay,
So the ballyhoos look like gar,
yeah.
and that's their favorite food.
Is it?
Ballyhoo.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's their favorite.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So,
Candy.
so normally we were coming up here May, June, July, and around that time, and then
Trout season, but big trout or late in the year, August.
yeah,
August.
yeah.
End of
So
August, and then
when
it'll
we,
transition
what was it,
over.
about 3 years ago? I think 3 years ago we came here in August because we wanted to miss the all the people it's tourist season.
Yeah, yeah. August is good. You also get calmer winds. You'll get cleaner water.
Yeah.
And then once September hits, it's just all about slot reds. Just
Oh
red
wow, slot reds in September. Okay. All right. Yeah, yeah. We came and we fished. Got several reds, black drum. We got some black tips and nothing like earlier in the year. So we're
Right.
like, yeah, we're gonna come in August now.
Usually the red run will coincide with dove season.
Oh, okay.
Those mother, they all just swam up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, good news. I mean, it's good stuff.
Bottom.
All right.
About the size of mullet I was eating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we saw a bunch of them and this morning.
There's so many.
Saw that, and there was a ton of jellyfish, and then
Yeah,
it
jellyfish.
moved out further finally.
Yeah, but I got some mullet if you want to go get them. It's a good dozen or more. Maybe
Yeah?
a dozen.
Okay. Well, I mean, what? They're dead, so you just fish
No,
them
they're
dead?
alive.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
You want to try? We just gotta.
Sure.
All right, we'll try it. We just take
doing
take
anything
everything off and just put a hook on.
Treble hook size. I would personally use a 6 or a 4.
A 6 or a 4.
But you can
Okay.
get away with an 8.
Okay. All right.
Something like that.
Oh wow, that's small.
Too small. That's why I was missing them.
Oh, the big guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you?
That's why I was letting them eat it. But I don't like letting them eat it too long. 'Cause you
Oh, they
wet 'em.
swallow them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you hook them?
It's right. Make sure their mouths are open. Because a lot of people just go under the chin.
Okay.
It shuts their mouth. They
Okay.
They can't breathe.
So keep the
not
mouth
so much
open.
breathe, but you know
Okay.
what I mean. They
All
can't
right.
get any oxygen. So
Okay.
you want their mouths to open up. You go under the mouth and up the palate.
Okay.
Or you can hook them in the bag.
Okay. And then you just
I
toss
like
it
the
out
mouth just because you can whip it. You
Okay.
know, and it won't tear out.
there. All right. Good. Good stuff.
Look at that. Oh, bro, was kissing that mullet.
Oh wow. Nice.
You should be able to get a couple good ones with that mullet. It's tough.
All right. Cool. And how do you keep them alive in your live minnow? Okay.
You have an extra bucket. You have an extra.
I hear. I just got to put water in it. It's empty right now. Oh, okay. Okay.
You can't put them in that water. They'll turn red, and no fish will hit 'em.
Why do they turn red?
So if you change the salinity levels
Okay.
on the trout, on the mullet,
Okay.
if you go from, let's say you catch them in the ditch
Yeah.
and you bring them here,
Yeah.
and then you try to put seawater in there,
Okay.
they'll turn red
Ah.
because the salinity is different.
So what water did you use?
Well, all these mullet were caught on the surf.
Oh,
I could
use that
throw
surf
a
water.
bucket down and just keep changing the water.
Oh, nice.
That's why they're nice, white, and slimy.
Okay. Oh
The
wow.
water you catch them in, you have to keep them in that water, otherwise they'll turn red.
Oh wow. I didn't know that. This is a cool setup you got. And you use your cast net to catch them, huh?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
If you want mullet, get clean again, and you want to come back,
Okay.
go down to the jetties, especially the one on 37, the
Okay.
ones that have concrete on it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and those mullet are always swimming up and down the rocks. You'll see them off the rocks.
Oh
You
wow.
just cast at them.
Okay.
cast earlier, right before the sun went down.
What size net do you use?
It's a 3/8 mesh.
Okay.
Mono.
What diameter?
I usually just mess around with a 4.
A 4. Wow.
That was 5.
Okay. Yeah, he's got like a 7, and I've got a 3 and
Around the
a
rocks,
4.
you want to keep it small and simple.
Okay.
Just because if it sinks too fast and you get hung up, you lose the $80 net. You know?
Oh yeah.
That's it, bro.
I didn't know about the water. You have to keep it in the same water you
water.
caught it.
Yeah, if you change them out, salinity changes, they turn red.
Okay.
And then the trout won't hit it.
And you say red, like the skin gets red
Yeah,
looking?
they just get red bellies. And then
the trout don't like it.
the trout come up and look at it, they won't hit it.
Oh wow, that's good good info, man. All right. Well, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Great tips, man. All right, thank you. All right, we got some great tips this round. I didn't know about catching mullet and keeping it in the same water that you caught it in, or it's gonna turn red on you, and the trout don't like it. And then didn't know about with those trophy trout, you definitely don't want to use any hardware and whatnot. So no popping corks, nothing. And right here we've got a bait bucket. And we're just going to go ahead and put it in here and try catching some. And then 37th Street jetty sounds like there's a good opportunity if we want to catch any trout, or correction, mullet for yours truly to use for this similar setup. Sounds like we can do that. So let's see if we can catch something. I got a little net here. Okay. And we've got a popping cork, but we're going to take that off. And I'm going to try casting these guys with just this little hook right there and no other hardware. And got some great information. I hope you guys could have heard that. If not, I'll go back and kind of recap things in a follow-up video. What was that? Oh, okay. Man, he has some good info. I didn't know about trout or mullet, and you got to keep them in the same water that you catch them, or they turn red on you. The belly. And so what happens then is, yeah, they don't want it. And then he said if you want to catch some mullet by the jetties, and he says use a 4-foot, 3/8 inch mesh cast net. You don't want to go with a big one because you gotta throw it and bring it in quickly, or it'll get into the rocks. But you want to go to 37th Street jetty around that one, and give it a try. So
Wind's blowing this, so I'm gonna set it down.
okay. Now I'm not sure how well we can cast these mullet with this spinning gear, but we may be able to free line it down here and then maybe get a keeper speckled trout or something.
Underhand them far enough.
So let me see if I can get this tight, and then we'll get one on, and then you try catching one. All right. So.
How are you good?
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, so here we are trying out something new. Any fish? Not yet.
When you feel a thump and he hits don't jerk it.
Okay.
You know, there's not bass fishing.
All right.
You want to you'll feel a thump and
Okay.
you'll see your line start to get tight as it's swimming away.
Okay.
You just want to give it a good, just a little
Okay. Yeah, I'm guilty of. I'll pull back.
bass fishing.
So last night, yeah, we were fishing that way, on the T head, and we had several strikes, and we had one where he took the line, and one of my rods didn't have new line on there, and it had a cut, and so it broke off. But another one had some fairly new line, and I went and cast this way on the T head toward shore, and I was using some whiting, and something took it and it did this sound with the drag, because I had the reel clicker on. It was a and then it took off, but it wasn't a fast.
Red,
it just went slow.
redfish.
It was a redfish.
Drum. Yeah.
Okay.
They just tug. They're so
Okay.
heavy that they don't like a trout will swim off. Usually when you get those tugs like that, it's just a red. It picks it up and then it just takes off.
So I'm finding them. I ended up at the end of the T head, and I'm getting ready because we caught a big stingray and we used these rods, and oh yeah. So that's what he's talking about. These are the mullet that they were using, free lining, for these big speckled trout. One that went 27-inch, one that went 24-inch that he caught and released. And then he had one keeper, slot red. Here's one he's fishing underneath a popping cork, and he just caught, I don't know what he's using for bait, but it looks like a nice sand trout. Cool, nice sand trout. All right, excellent. What bait are you using? Live shrimp, nice. Okay. All right, so live shrimp. All right, any fish? Yes, sand trout and speckled trout under the light so far. And we're gonna see if we can catch one. Yeah, so we're at the end of the T head, and we're able to. Normally, we caught like 40-inch plus bull reds, black drum in the past with these same rods, the little boat rods. This one, I couldn't turn his head. I normally they make that initial run and I could turn his head and start fighting him, but he just kept going like nothing, like I wasn't even moving him, and then my line broke. You think? Okay.
I mean, maybe a stingray.
Yeah. Well, the stingray has that pumping action,
Right.
And doesn't he when he first get the first strike, he goes to the surface and runs on you.
Or it'll fit, and then you won't be able to move it.
Oh, okay. Buries himself. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, but we've been here. We've been here since Sunday, just fishing every day. Yeah, we do this once a year, and we came out here and we saw these black drum bull reds just swimming everywhere, but none of them wanted to bite. Just up and down this whole area.
Yep.
Like under the pier, around us, even in the surf zone, it was like nothing.
Cruising.
Yeah, so that was frustrating. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to be calling this stream the updates that we gave. Hopefully, get you up to date. And oh, by the way, hopefully, this will kind of get you in gear, or at least get myself in gear for the upcoming trip here in August, where we're going to hit up Galveston, and hopefully we'll be doing another live stream right there on the pier itself and give you some up-to-date information. So it's going to be it's going to be a fun time. All right. Okay, all for now. Next time we'll catch you all later, and good luck